Hello, hello, and welcome, my Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon to full moon next May to June 2020. I am your reader, Markangelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, and president of DrawingTheCircle Productions. And by the way, I have Venus in Libra. So pull up an oar, we're all in the same boat. If you're new to my channel, please do like the video, subscribe to my channel, please help me get my numbers up there. Hit the notification bell because I'm putting out content every single day, whether through a live chat or a recorded video or some of my old stuff from Vimeo that I'm editing and putting out for YouTube. Prayers, meditations, spiritual practices, stuff like that, putting out stuff pretty much every day. Even when I take a day off, I still do the live streams because we're all getting through this challenging time together, and I am a spiritual teacher, so if I can help, I'm helping. Cool. Otherwise, let's get down to biz, shall we? This is a What Do I Need reading, a general What Do I Need reading. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because we're looking at the new moon in Gemini on Friday, May 22nd, to the full moon in Sagittarius on Friday, June 5th. So it's sort of like asking the divine through divination systems, what do I need? What do I need to get through this? What do I need to look at? But we are looking at the waxing side. So what can I make stronger? What can I build incrementally day by day by day throughout the half moon cycle, right? New to full moon next. So I'm going to focus on my breath to keep myself in the present moment, to breathe in the guidance and grace so it comes out of my mouth in a way that it's helpful, giving you clues, tips, and hints for this new moon to full moon next. If you do the same thing on your end, you'll really be able to be in the present moment. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Cool. All the decks that I read are in the description box at the bottom. I put a lot of cool stuff in my description box. Please do take a look. We're going to start with the Healing with the Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue, only doing 5 cards. It's really not a spread. It's what I call a 5-card draw. 1 card from 5 different divination systems. If you're familiar with my work, you'll dig it. And if not, I think you'll dig it too. Let's do this. Nice deep breath, please. Oh, that was lovely. Please, my angels, 1 card in clarity for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for this new moon in Gemini to full moon next in Sagittarius, May to June 2020. What is the Healing with the Angels Oracle? What are the Libras going to be healing with? The angels that they will be healing with this new moon to full moon next. Oh, blessed be. A new beginning. Great card for new moon to full moon next, right? Certainly you would hope for a new beginning in a new moon cycle. Come on, camera. Click off. There's this light on it that's just blinding me. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Yay. Otherwise I get that little white dot. It's like, so a new beginning for new moon. Excellent. So, you know, preparing for this new moon. So I'm putting these out like a week early or so, depending on when you watch it, to kind of hit the nail on the head there with that new moon, that plant a seed, even a literal one if you want to like kiss a seed and plant it. It's on a Friday, day of Venus, day of love. Venus is retrograde though, so be careful with the love magic, just saying. Love for yourself, forgiveness, compassion, like that kind of stuff. Be careful. Usually who you fall in love with during a Venus retrograde, when it goes direct, you're like, what was he thinking? Yeah, because you weren't. You're thinking backwards. But so it goes. So really try and nail that dismount, right? At least on that first day of new moon. And if you can, if you're watching this after the new moon has already come and gone, that's okay. You still have opportunities for new beginnings. There's no coincidence. There's no accident of when you actually watch or get a reading, right? The information comes to you when you're supposed to get it. That's the beauty of a general read as opposed to a personal read, because I do plenty of personal reads. If you're interested, my info's in the box below. But then it's a bit more time specific to that person, right? The difference between general and specific. General specific. Sorry. It's from an old cartoon. I can't even remember where from. Here we go. We're going to ask the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, the voices of the goddess, for your next clue, tip, or hint. Shall we? Breathe. Oh, my goddesses, please, 1 card in clarity for the Venus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What you got for us this new moon in Gemini to full moon in Sagittarius for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This new moon to full moon next May to June 2020, please. Voice of the goddesses, please, for the Libra collective. And we've got the Aquarian card. Now, of course, that can mean that there's an Aquarius involved, but I would look beyond just possible sun sign, right? That someone can have sun, moon, rising, Venus, whoever, whatever. But more importantly, when court cards come up in a what do I need read, it might be more about what you need to do. Now, what is Aquarian energy? Certainly, if you have any planets in Aquarius, I would take a clue from that. But also remember fixed air. It's often about focus, but it's about, interesting, it's a paradox. Focus, which seems like a narrowing, but here we have the eagle woman, Exchel, the eagle woman. So to see things from a higher perspective, she's actually carrying scissors in order to snip away that which does not serve, and that can be a whole swath of stuff, or maybe just a little trim around the sides, right? And now that would be more appropriate, the snipping part, for the waning moon, but it still doesn't mean that you can't make incisive decisions, right? Look at the word incision and decision, right? Something is always cut away. You can always decide again later, but to get that point of view, that altitude. Now, you're an air sign, right? Sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, Libra. Aquarius is an air sign, so it is a bit more mental, but in terms of a new beginning, whether or not this comes before, during, or after the new beginning, try and see the big picture. Moon is actually, Jupiter is actually retrograde, which is really good for stepping back to see the large picture, perhaps before making any life-changing decisions. Keeping in mind, Venus is also retrograde, so decisions can be made with the head as well as the heart, but just remember, if there's a way that you can decide again later, it's very Course in Miracles, right? It's like, let me decide yet again, choose yet again, although the difference between a thought of a choice and a decision, they're different in terms of intensity, right? Let's ask the angels, gods, and goddesses oracle for a little piece for you, shall we? P-I-E-C-E, although a little P-E-A-C-E I wish you as well. Let's do this. Nice deep breath. My angels, gods, and goddesses, please, one card in clarity for this Libra collective. Sun, moon, rising, Venus signs from this new moon in Gemini to full moon next in Sagittarius, May to June 2020. Please give us an angel, a god, or a goddess for them, please, for this new moon to full moon next. A clue, a tip, a hint. And you've got the goddess of strength. Stand up for what you believe. You will gain respect by holding your ground. The goddess of strength. Now, I would think that very much associated with the tarot card of strength, though it's not here in this draw at the moment. We do see the waxing and waning moon here. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try and point it out, get it a little bit closer there, right? You see the waxing and the waning moon there, connected with an arrow. So there's something there about standing your ground, but perhaps keeping yourself emotionally balanced, stable, and strong as you do that. Goddess of strength. Stand up for what you believe. You will gain respect by holding your ground, and hopefully respect for yourself first and foremost, because that's really the most important thing. The respect we have for ourselves is often about respecting our boundaries, what we will stand up for and what we won't stand for. You feeling me? Let's get you a whisper of love from the Whisper of Love Oracle, a whisper of love from your higher selves, the higher self collective, shall we? Nice deep breath. Oh, they just gave me an insight. Wait, before I do this, because from the Eagle Woman, you can see the whole world. Does that make sense? Right? Look at how the angel is holding the whole planet in her hand. I'm going to say that's a her. So from the Eagle Woman perspective, you've got the whole world in your hands. It's a little cliche, but to really be able to see the new beginning of this whole world that we're in, because hello, we're definitely not in the old world. I don't know if we're in the new world, but we can certainly begin to make a new beginning, and that we, hold to what we believe in. You'll gain respect by holding your ground. Breathe. I love clairvoyant flashes. They're so cool. the higher selves of all involved, I guess my own included, please. One card in clarity for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for this new moon in Gemini to full moon in Sagittarius, please. My higher selves and the higher selves of all involved. What is your whisper of love for the Libra collective this new moon to full moon next? Be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. Now, that's certainly true. What you release returns to you, right? The scientific law of action and reaction. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. But in terms of expressing love, but there are so many different ways to express love. I tend to do it through and in prayer, which seems a little yin, perhaps. But in the situation that we're in, I mean, yes, I do it on social media too. I mean, I call my mom every day. We're hundreds of miles apart from each other. So, you know, we check in with each other every day. And it's always, I love you too. Although, you know, for a Cancerian, she's not the most overly emotional woman in the world. I'm the Pisces moon in the family, so I could be a little mushy that way. But I'm always willing to express love to those I truly love, as well as love of nature, love to my kitty cats. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I've got my 3 black cat boys, my 3 little mini Black Panthers, Wakanda forever. I love them, my snuggle bunnies, but also to life in general, right? That's part of my spiritual practice, to be heart-centered and to love whatever rises, to be willing to express love. Will, throat chakra choice, which, by the way, is also a thing here with the goddess of strength. Standing up for what you believe, you will gain respect. In terms of this new beginning and seeing things from a higher perspective, this could be a whole new take on your purpose in life. Not a whole drastic change necessarily, although, you know, like I said, indecision, decision there. But let's get your last card down. Healing Mantra deck card from the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. One side of the card has the name of the mantra, the other the mantra itself. I will read you what's written in the book as a result, but sometimes these are very self-explanatory. I'll read to you anyway. These are quickie reads. Breathe. My Ascended Masters, please, one card in clarity for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What is the perfect healing mantra for the Libra collective this new moon in Gemini to full moon next in Sagittarius for May, June 2020, please? What do you got for us? Inspiring others. Inspiring others. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts, right? I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. Now, isn't that interesting? Be willing to express love. What an interesting way to inspire others and express love, by acknowledging their gifts. Now, I know another sign got this, I'm pretty sure, although I've been doing so many readings, I can't keep track of every single card. But let me read you what's in the bookie book, as it were. Where'd you go? Inspiring others. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. When others are inspired, you allow them to take center stage and step into a greater acknowledgement of their personal power. When others are made to feel useful, they are likely to embrace more courageous decisions, there's that word, as their self-worth increases. Imagine the perfection of not having to do everything by yourself and infusing others with a greater sense of purpose, just by asking for their help. It's not a matter of feeling weak or being incapable. Instead, it's about realizing the gift of inspiration you possess simply by inviting others to be a part of your day. It's very cool. Very Libra, too. Very balanced, very fair. This mantra is ideal for increasing intimacy in relationships of all different kinds, I would think. Resolving martyrdom, because who needs that? And communicating your needs. Makes sense, though. You got this new beginning where you might very well have to, what? Use the goddess of strength to stand up for what you believe, and you gain respect by holding your ground, perhaps by expressing love, inspiring others, and from a real egalitarian, humanitarian, larger picture place, which really does make sense for a Libra trying to bring things into balance in their own life and in this world. Certainly the equal distribution of love, wisdom, and power through inspiring others. A lovely but a very simple read. A larger picture read, which I think with that Jupiter retrograde you're going to be thankful for. So what would happen if you started, whenever you're watching this, obviously, working this mantra, I don't know, say it 50 times a day. Start in your coffee, right? Put it in your bath water. However you do that, light a candle. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts, and then doing that every day from new moon to full moon next. Considering that the new moon is in Gemini, an air sign, a mantra might be a really good idea. So may the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need this new moon to full moon next, that they may heal, grow, be the best that they can be, and fulfill their roles in the divine plan, being willing to express love, calling upon the goddess of strength in this new beginning of inspiring others from a more Aquarian, higher perspective point of view for their well-being and for the well-being of all. May they be so blessed. So mote it be. And so it is. Thank you for watching. Again, please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon to full moon next. My scales, my Libra compatriots, Venus retrograde and all. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.